Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are going to say five couplets under the chapter 32. Five couplets from 311 to 315. Let us see how Saint Walloon advises us, advocates us not to have homing, not to harm others, not to enjoy harming others and other living things. Come, let us see. Hirukure, comments and explanations with a new dimension. Five couplets from 311 to 315, line 1 to 6, dated 25 8 2024. Virtue, chapter 32, ascetic virtue, not doing evil. It is never thinking of sinful deeds. Couplet 311. Even praiseworthy riches are to come. Not to harm others is the principle of the spotless. Again, even praiseworthy riches are to come. Not to harm others is the principle of the spotless. First, what is the message of the couplet? It is, what is the principle of great people? What puts the question? What is the principle of great people? Great, spotless people. This is, though enormous wealth is to be gained by harming others. Harming others is not good. That is virtue. Again, even though very great riches are to come by harming others, not harming others is good. That is virtue. That is the principle of the great people. That's all. Again, even though great riches are to come by harming others, not harming others is good. That is virtue. That is the principle of the great. Explanation. Great people of moral principle would never harm others. Even praiseworthy wealth is to be gained. That is, people of virtuous principle would never indulge to harm others further. A content, even the world would be gained. Virtuous people would never harm others. Even the world would be gained. Virtuous people would never harm others. This is the message, this is the face of the couplet. Then what is the core of the couplet? Evil people who do mountainous sin for handful of gain. It is again evil people who do mountainous sin for handful of gain. Again, Again the couplet. Even praiseworthy riches are to come. Not to harm others is the principle of the spotless. That is, even very riches, uh, enormous riches are to come by harming others, not harming others is good. That is virtue. That is the principle of the great. Couplet 312. Though a man cuts due to wrath, not to return it is the principle of the spotless. That is great. Though a man cuts due to wrath, not to return it is the principle of the spotless. That is great. What is the message of this couplet? That is, even though a man hurts us because of great anger, not returning it is good. It is virtue. It is the principle of the great. That's all. That is, though a man hurts due to wrath, not to return it is the principle of the spotless. That is great. That is, even though a man curses because of great wrath, great anger, n- not returning it is good. That is virtue. That is the principle of the great. That is, great people of moral principle would never retaliate the harm inflicted on them. That is, the principle of virtuous people is not to revenge the harm done on them. Won't it? Sin is not the medicine for sin. Concept of the virtuous. Sin is the medicine for sin. Concept of the virtuous. Content core. There is the content of the couplet is sin is not the medicine for sin. The core of the couplet is sin is the medicine for sin. That is, sin is not the sin. Sin is not the medicine for sin. Is the concept of the virtuous. Sin is the medicine for sin. Is the concept of the virtue. Is the vicious. Is the evil. Sin is not, sin is not the medicine for sin. It's the concept of the virtuous. That is the core. It is, and that is the concept. That is the content. The core of the couplet is sin is the medicine for sin, is the concept of the visions. Again, though a man curse due to wrath, not to return it, is the principle of the spotless. That is great. It is, even though a man curses because of uh, because of anger, because of great anger, not returning it, not returning it is great. That is virtue. This is the principle of the great. Chapter 313. Harming the man who's harmed us when we have it would bring us inevitable woes next. Harming the man who's harmed us when we haven't would bring us inevitable woes next. What is the message of this couplet? It is when a man hurts us, when we haven't harmed him, if we return, if we return the harm, it would bring us yet more harm. It would bring us yet more harm. So, returning the harm is not wisdom. Returning the harm is not wisdom. Again, harming the man who's harmed us when we have it, bring us inevitable woes next. That is, when a man hurts us, when we haven't cut him, when we haven't harmed him, if we return the harm, it would bring us yet more harm. This is the message of this couplet. When a man said that is, when we haven't committed, when we haven't harmed a man, he harmed us. When we haven't harmed a man, if he harms us, we should not return the harm. If we return it, it would bring us yet more harm. This is the message of the couplet. That is, when a man harms us, when we haven't harmed him, if they return the harm, it would bring us yet more harm. If we return the harm on the man, if we return the harm on the man who has harmed us, when we haven't harmed him, it would bring us only unavoidable woes. That is, harming the man who has harmed us when we haven't hurt him is not wisdom. Again, harming the man who has harmed us when we haven't hurt him is not wisdom. It would further bring us more woes. It would further bring us more harm. And that is, when a man harms us, if we return the harm, it would bring us yet more harm. That's all. That is, when a man harms us, if we returned it, if we return it, it would bring us further harm. It is not whether we have harmed him or not. That is not the matter. When a man harms us, if we repeat it, it would bring us yet more harm. So avoiding it is wisdom. Again, harming the man who has harmed us when we haven't would bring us inevitable woes next. That's all. So when a man harms us, whether we have harmed him or not, if we return the harm, it would bring us some yet more harm. So when a man harms us, forgetting it or ignoring it is wisdom. Content, punishing the evil done when no evil is done is not wisdom. punishing the evil done when no evil is done is not wisdom. This is the content. What is the core? Refraining from retaliating harm is wisdom. Refraining from retaliating harm is wisdom. Refraining from retaliating harm is wisdom. So, okay, harming the man who has harmed us when we have it would bring us inevitable woes next. That is, harming the man who has harmed us is not wisdom. Harming the man who has harmed us is not wisdom. It is when a man comes us, when we have harmed him or not. If we return the harm, it would bring us yet more harms. So avoiding it or forgetting it or forgetting it or forgetting it or avoiding it is good, is wisdom. Then chapter 314. To punish him who has done us evil, we should do good, making him feel ashamed of his evil. To punish him who has done us evil, we should do good, we should do good, making him feel ashamed of his evil. A beautiful couplet. In Tamil, we say, "Inna செய்தாரை ஒடுத்தல் அவர் நாண நன்னயம் செய்து விடல்." That is Tamil. In English, to punish him who has done us evil, we should do good, making him feel for his, making him feel ashamed for his evil. It is, that is what is the message. The wise way of punishing a man who has calmed us is doing, doing good things for him so that he would feel ashamed for his mistake. This, this is the message. That is the wise way to punish a man who has harmed us is doing him good things. Is doing him good things so that he would feel ashamed for his mistake. Explanation. The wise way to punish the man who has done you evil is to do good things for him so that he would feel ashamed for having done you evil. It is doing good for evil. Doing good for evil is the wise way of punishing the evildoer. Content. Good is the best medicine for evil. Good is the best medicine for evil. Words of the virtuous. Core. Evil is the best medicine for evil. Words of the vicious. Words of the vicious. Okay. Content. Good is the best medicine for evil. Words of the virtuous. Core. Evil is the best medicine for evil. Words of the vicious. Again, to punish him who has done us evil, we should do good, making him feel ashamed of his evil. That is, the wise way of punishing the man who has harmed us is doing good things for him, doing good things for him, so that he would feel ashamed for his mistake. Chapter 315. What is the use of the wisdom man has got unless he takes the pain of others as He is God. What is the wisdom? Man has got. Man has got. Unless he takes the pain of others as he is God. What is the message? It is unless a man takes takes the suffering of others as his, what is the use of the rational power? What is the use of the rational power? He gets God. Unless a man takes the suffering of others as his, what is the use of that? What is the use of the rational power? He gets God. This is the message. Explanation. Unless we take the misery of others as ours and remove it, what is the use of the rational power we have got? It is taking the pain of others and other living things as ours is our duty. Taking the suffering of others and other living things as ours is our duty, is virtue. Content. Sharing the pain of others is humanity. Content. Sharing the pain of others is humanity. Four. Ignoring the pain of others is brutality. That is the core. Taking the pain of others is humanity. That is content. The core. Ignoring the pain of others is brutality. Again, the couplet and its message. What is the use of the wisdom man has got unless he takes the pain of others as his as his God? It is unless we take the pain of others as us. What is the use of the sixth part we have got? Unless we take the suffering of others as ours, what is the use of the sixth part we have got? Nothing. So what are the remedies? We should we should take the pain of others as us. This is the message of the couplet. Respected elders, educationists, ladies and dear students, in this five couplets, the beautiful couplets we are saying. See, the harming others, harming other living things, how they would affect the evil doer and those on whom the evil was committed. So Bergman said that is he goes on as a psychologist, he tells us even if your man harms you when you haven't harmed him, you should not return the harm. If you return the harm, it would bring you yet more harm. So it is wisdom either to ignore it or forgive it. That is wisdom. Either we should ignore it or forgive it. If we try to return it, it would bring us yet more harm. So that is not wisdom. This is when a man that is a good couplet. When a man harms you, when you haven't harmed him, you don't feel hurt, and don't try to repeat it, return it, not repeat, to return it. If you return it, it would bring you yet more woes and worries. It would bring you yet more harm. So it is not best. The couplet to 300, I mean 14, a beautiful couplet in Tamil. We enjoy, in Tamil, we enjoy it very much. இன்னா செய்தாரை ஒருத்தல் அவனான நன்னயம் செய்து விடல். In English, to punish, to punish the man who has harmed you. Do good, do good things for him, so that he would feel ashamed for his mistake. Okay, respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students. Thus, in the five couplets we will see the demerits of doing evil on others, harming others, the demerits of harming others and other beings. On no account should we harm others and other living things. Even if some people harm us, whether knowingly or unknowingly, we should learn to ignore it or to forgive it. That alone would bring us calm and peace. If we think or try to retaliate the harm inflicted on us, it would further harm us. So forgetting it or forgetting it is wisdom. It's okay. Respected elders, educationists, and teachers and dear students, I thank all of you for listening to my comments regarding the five couplets under the chapter.